that leads us into just did you watch NXT? Was there anything on there
I saw the Battle Royal, and that's really the only thing I really want to talk about. Is that as of a month ago, I had no idea who Joe Hendrick was. So Twitter, I keep seeing this video of this white dude doing his dance and clapping and stuff, and I mean, his theme music is catchy. I believe in Joe Hendrick, and so when he debuted, I'm like, oh snap! I was actually pleasantly surprised and shocked.
I was recording last night, and I was watching because I think it was like an hour in, so I went back and started from the beginning or whatever. Just kind of watching and doing my video and stuff, and I saw him come out because I thought that Javon, everybody was already in the ring.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, so they just gonna let Javon, okay, we basically know who's about to win because he's the last one, and they're about to go. And so then he came out, and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? They give that TNA surprise side of thing, but NXT is not doing it for them because you hear about the TNA pay-per-view when Jordan Grace had that open invitation?
Yeah,
what's that? Paxlin, whatever her name is.
Tatum Paxlin.
Tatum Paxlin. Yeah, she came out and it was nothing. Like, I think that you could have did better.
Reaction. Yeah.
I think you could have did better, even if you brought like Meechin or or something like that.
Or another more established wrestler.
Right, and I think that a lot of people were kind of like, boo. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the name and stuff. Because then now you come over to yesterday's NXT and Joe Hendrick comes out, his music comes on, and everybody loses it.
Right.
Everybody's singing. Everybody's singing the song.
I think it was Vic Joseph. He said the most popular wrestler on social media right now. It's because that song. Popular wrestler TNA right now.
So that was it. And then another one, I didn't know. And how they did it, they snuck it in on me or whatever. But another guy from TNA was in there.
I saw it too. Frankie
Kazarian. Yeah. I was just like, oh, so you just slid in there, like nobody knew, maybe obviously the fans and stuff knew or whatever. But he was there, and he went all the way to the Final Four actually. And I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
That Frankie was representing TNA the way he did like that, and got all the way to the end, and Javon Evans is the number one. I
was kind of surprised by that. Only now Javon Evans has been getting a lot of praise for the past month or two. A lot of matches. So him and Trick are boys. So I could see them having a very good match. I just didn't think that was going to be I didn't think he was going to be Trick's next opponent.
No. But I'm okay with it. Because he's pretty good. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that happened on there. But no, he's pretty good. He's an expert on the ropes, energetic, young, or whatever. Oh, yeah. But how they did it, after all that, he ended up fighting later on that night.
Right. Ethan Page,
against Ethan Page, and still ended up he ended up losing and stuff like that. So that's maybe putting everybody's mind like, okay, maybe we need to make this a triple threat, or does he deserve? Because
I didn't see the end of it, so I didn't know who won or not. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so that's what happened towards the end. I'm trying to kind of go through and see. Oh, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez turned on Lola Vice last night, so that looks like that's gonna be a program. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be Roxanne Perez next opponent and stuff. Lola Vice, which is, it's time for that because she was the breakout superstar or whatever, and she's been doing her thing for the last few months or whatever. Since then, it had a good match with Shayna Baszler and stuff like that. So I'm cool with that.
Speaking of Lola Vice, and I remember in my Twitter feed, because we have multiple social media platforms. I got a Facebook page, I got a Snapchat, I got a TikTok. My Twitter page is basically for wrestling, so I follow a bunch of wrestlers, so I see everything goes on. And I remember following Lola Vice before, because I remember her posting when she signed her NXT contract. I just thought she was a cute Caribbean girl or Cuban girl that was trying to get into wrestling. I did not realize she had a UFC background. Literally until maybe a few weeks ago when it was building up to the Shayna Baszler match. That she had some UFC fights, some martial arts background. She had some UFC fights under her belt.
Right.
So that because of that, I'm learning more about her now, which I like. But early on, I just started following her because she posted something about trying out for WWE and she signed a contract. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna jump on her early and make sure everybody know about her.
But she a bad, and like I haven't watched NXT for a long time and stuff. I kind of glance in on it or whatever, but now I'm starting to watch a little bit more. But I saw her and thought she was pretty straight or whatever, and that's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be dope, man. Then you said she was that pretty face or whatever, but she would kick your ass. Right. I didn't know it until maybe like 3 weeks ago. I saw that footage of her in the UFC or whatever she was, in mixed martial arts or whatever, and she was dancing after that and stuff like that.
She would knock her folks out and dance then. Yeah,
I was like, really? I didn't. Hey, but hey,
she been living the gimmick for a long time, so I ain't mad.
I'm on Lola Vice bandwagon and stuff like that. Let's see. Is there anything else that happened out here? No. What's her name? The one NXT title. Kalani.
Kalani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan. She retained with the help of other chick.
Jada Parker. But
Jada Parker. I'm learning. Like I said, I'm gonna get it. Jada Parker came out and interfered, which I guess gonna set up Jada Parker.
Yeah, it's more of just they're beef. They've been beefing for a minute. And now Jada Parker then brought her boys in, the ODM, and then Michin got the Good Brothers. So yeah, they just continuing on that rivalry because she wasn't going out there to help Kalani. She was going out there because she don't like Michin and causing her to lose. That's pretty much it on NXT.
Oh, well, before they do that though, actually it's not it, because I like the way it went on, because Shawn Spears came out. I think they're gonna start trying to push Shawn Spears and stuff, which is dope, because at the end of the match, after Ethan Page beat Javon Evans or whatever, Shawn Spears came out and jumped on Evans or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so then Trick came in because he was at the announcer table, and he came in and he helped Javon Evans. Then Page came in and got into it or whatever. But it went off with Evans hitting that rope, that move off the top rope where he do the lean and do that cutter or whatever. And he took both of them out, Shawn Spears and whatchamacallit. And so how it ended was all four people were laying in the ring. It was like Evans, Trick, then Spears, and whatchamacallit was up here, and then the belt was right there in the middle.
Oh wow, yeah. So
and I was like, I like how they went out, because it's like, hey, these might be the four that's going to this title, and you're possibly looking at one of the four in here that's going to probably beat Trick and take the title. So I like how they're building it up or whatever. So
okay.
Now that was the end of it. I like how they went off. And we can go ahead and close out with
one other thing before we do that.
Okay.
And I've been refreshed the page to see if anything popped up, but it hadn't. So our friends over at Black Wrestling, every Juneteenth, that's when they drop their BRP 50. So I mentioned this before a few months ago. We were talking about Swerve and how Swerve didn't want to be on the list and all this kind of stuff. Well, they do that every Juneteenth. They've been releasing 10 or showing 10 superstars and their numbers throughout the day. They have not released the top 10 yet. I mean, the latest had Chris Bay at number 11. Chris Bay is over in TNA right now. Now, granted, now forgive me because I don't follow a lot of independent wrestlers. A lot of these people I don't know. I've seen them before. Jay Cargill is 14.
Is that list already out?
Yeah, so if you go to the Black Wrestling's Instagram page.
Oh, it's on the Instagram. Okay, I thought it was on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, they may have it on Twitter too, but I know it's on Instagram. Maybe look through their story or actually on their page. So I'm just gonna name out just a few that I saw. AJ Francis is number 17. He's a champion right now. Well, no, I'm sorry, he's 19. He's a champion right now over in TNA. So Brian, the Outlaw, what they call it, Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith, who's over in AEW now full time. He's number 20. So, but they haven't released, and Ricky Starks is number 21. So I just kind of threw out some numbers that people know where they are. They have not released the top 10 yet. Trick Williams is on the cover, so I imagine Trick will be probably in their top 3. But I see the cover. And it's there. So each page you'll see it's like 17 through 11, 23 through 19, and it goes all the way up to 50. 30 through 35, and you may have to click on it and I think scroll maybe.
Bro, how is AJ Francis, Ricky Starks behind AJ Francis?
Well, AJ Francis has a championship right now over in TNA.
Man, okay. How is it that what's his name? Fami or whatever.
What is his name? Obi. See, if I say it together, I can get it. You don't throw me out with them different pronunciations. Obi Femi. Yeah.
Yeah. How is
well, I will say this. There is a criteria because they don't do a full. What is it? And actually, I'm gonna look at the page now because they had a video and they got it breaking down. So, the Black Wrestling Podcast used a set of criteria to rank Black pro wrestlers in their annual BRP 50, which has been a feature since 2018. So win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, TV time, and their presence within the wrestling promotion, the overall impact. Those are the categories. So and it's from Juneteenth of last year to now. So what have they done? So a lot of them now. I will get up. I did see R-Truth on there. I think R-Truth is like maybe 30, 31. So I like they give R-Truth some love because he's TV time. He definitely got that. Yeah. But that
I ain't seen. So have they did the top 5 yet?
No, they haven't done the top 10 yet. Last one I saw was number 11. That was Chris Bay. So they do make a big deal about the top 10. So they may wait till tomorrow to release that. I don't know, but I've been kind of refreshing the page ever since we started to see if they would.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, thanks for putting me up on that because that's interesting. So
I'm thinking about some of the people that could be possibly in that top 10 because as I'm scrolling through, I see just on their page of images, I see Mercedes Moné. Bianca hasn't been named yet.
Bianca, I can say Bianca hasn't been named.
You got Trick. Carmelo Hayes hasn't been mentioned.
Willow Blair.
Yeah, well, Willow's been mentioned already, I believe.
Has she?
I think she's around the 40 mark. I think.
Let me go up here and look because I was just on.
Jordan Black. Because it shows
Thomas, Charity, Leo's on here, Max Caster.
Yeah, Leo's on
Anthony, Javon, Kiana James, Wesley, R-Truth, Kofi is on here, Shane, Obi Femi, whatever.
Oh, maybe
Bobby. No, she's not on there.
Okay, so she might be in the top 10 then.
I don't know.
So we'll see.
Interesting. Got me on.
Yeah, she did have a championship during that time. So maybe she's in the top 10.
All right, bet that up then. I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna keep looking this up too and stuff. We can talk about the top 10 on our next podcast. I think that'd be kind of cool to talk about.